Hey everybody, Chiron here, and welcome back to another episode of FortressCraft. So, did just a little bit of construction off camera, not a whole lot. I did end up building another array of our PCB assemblers so that we could get a couple more experimental pods created. As you can see here, we have 144 of these guys, whatever they're called. The OETs, I believe. And we can kind of start construction of our OET area. So I believe, if I remember correctly, it has to be a 13 by 13 structure. And then it goes up 15 blocks. Is that what it is? Take a peek before we do any construction. So it needs to be 9 by 9 and 13 tall. That's what it was. So 9 by 9 by 13. Alright, so I can't really think. Whoa, what was that? The screen turned red for a second. Oh, that's why. Because our jet turbine is right there. That could be a problem. So, can't really think of a better area to do this than right about here. So let's pick a block. We have a lot of deep stone, and oh, as you can probably see, there was an update to the game. It kind of increased the graphics a little bit, and it seems like there was a performance increase as well. Everything is quite a bit smoother, and I haven't really changed any of my settings or anything like that. So I'm hoping that get a little bit better gameplay going on. So we shall see. Alright, so let's start building across here. It's a little low, but I think it should work. So let's kind of get a platform working here. Why is that not... Oh, it just takes a little bit here to build our platform. We're going to just build kind of a platform across, and from there we can start building our OET, and we can start getting some of our turbines in place. Alright, that should be a pretty good platform once it finally builds. Then we can kind of start off with our work. So let's pull out this guy here. Now it has to be 9 by 9 by 13. So let's kind of find the middle of this valley here. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I believe that was 9. Did lag a little bit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright. So let's go ahead and get this guy built. Boom. There we go. So we have our 9 by 9 platform. And we can kind of just start building up here. So I think we're probably going to have to do a little bit of scaffolding. Shift click, and if I can actually pick this up, that would be amazing. I do not know why I am not able to. That could be a problem. How do I pick you up? Maybe it's because it thinks my inventory is full. Yeah, that was it. Huh, interesting. Not exactly sure why that happened. I might have to report that little bug. So let's kind of keep on going here. Boom. All the way across. And we are out. So we almost made 2 layers. 2 single little layers. Fancy. And we need 13 of these bad boys. So we're a little bit of the way there, but not even close. Who am I kidding? We are nowhere near where we need to be with those. So, let's head back down to the bottom. A couple things that we still need yet. We still need some more laser energy transmitters. We need some more storage blocks. We need some more refineries. We need more turbines. Ugh, so many things. So many things. Alright, let's express to the bottom here. Still getting high encoding areas when we get a lot of particle density, so not exactly sure how this will translate to the video. I hope everything is looking good on your end, but you know, when we're moving really far distances like that, and there's a lot of particles and lighting changes, unfortunately do get the high encoding levels. So if anybody has any recommendation how to kind of get rid of that, I've got my graphics turned down pretty low, and like I said in a previous video, I have a pretty beefy computer, so not exactly sure what else can be done for that. Alright, so we're out of storage space. I can't even grab some more of those research pods. So let's start expanding here. Oh, I think I need more wooden planks. That could be a problem. What else can we do here? I think we can start getting rid of some of our ore. We have 92 nickel ore. So let's get that out of our inventory. Should be pretty easy peasy. All you gotta do is come in here, put in some nickel ore. Why are you not running anymore? Let's see. Are you out of power? No. Huh. The chunk may not have been loaded. That might be why that happened. Alright, what else do we have here? Do we have any titanium? We do have some copper, some crystal. We do have some titanium, but it's going to be too much. So let's see how much of this we can empty out. Let's see. Not really a whole lot. Wait for this to finish smelting here. Boom. And store a little bit more. That's about all we got. Actually, we do need to get all of these emptied out. Holy cow. I realized I was sitting here for so long. There we go. All better. Alright. 41 advanced experimental pods. And we can't grab those because we are perpetually out of inventory space. Alright, so let's do this for now until I go back to the surface. I can just kind of store up a couple of our items here. Force induction we don't really need those. Gold plates we can put away. Rune stinger I think we can pop in here. Actually we can grab those out of there as well. Free up a little bit of space here and then should be good. So next time I head to the surface I'll get some more logs so we can increase our storage. 27 of those, 4 more of those. And we should have our XL up here. There we go. And what's going on here? Let's grab all that out of there. It looks like there's some strange bars still coming through from when we were still making those other experimental pods for our laboratory here. Let's see, do we have any titanium plates on us? Or nickel plates? We do, in fact. So let's put those back in now. And that system should be all cleaned up. We should grab those. Yeah, we did. Alright, see how many more of these bad boys we can make. Probably not a whole lot. 27 more. Alright, so that'll get us... yeah, I don't think that'll finish up the second layer. I think we're probably going to need more. Alright, good. There's no Minox over here. It's always a good day. Alright. So, not doing too shabby here. Let's see, what are we at? We're at about just under 2 of 13, say 1.5 of 13. So we're kind of a little past 10%. Alright. Let's head back to the surface and we'll get some more logs and we'll place down as many of the OET components as we can. Still have not figured out a faster way to get to the surface besides these guys. I think there is, somebody was saying, a teleporter, but I think it requires diamonds, and I don't know if it's actually an item because I haven't been able to find any kind of research for it. We could check our research station, I guess. See if it's there. The only thing that we have left to research is minecarts. I don't think you would get a teleporter from minecarts. So, let's see, OET, minecart, warhead imbuer. It's basic and 50,000 energy to imbue even more energy. Armor piercing warhead. Valcor Mark 1. These are cool. Automatically collect marked loot from Falcor beacons. Oh, interesting. So this is kind of like the logistics network if anybody follows my Factorio series. So, works off 32 by 32 to automatically collect loot. That's neat. So, previously we had to kind of rely on using the hoppers with the vacuum hopper mode enabled, but they didn't really do a great job. They only vacuumed up like a 3 by 3 square. So those are 32 by 32, which is pretty fantastic. Mark 5 battery component, we'll take one of those. Mark 4 battery component. Huh. So yeah, it looks like this update was actually pretty great. Spiderbot. Ooh. Can be used for many tasks, but we're going to need docking upgrade station for Spider Bro. Nice. Wait. Okay. Basic Spiderbot defenses. Looks like we need a little bit more power. So we get up to 800. We should be able to take care of that. Let's refill our coal here. Doesn't use up a whole lot of coal. I haven't refilled those in quite some time. We only used up about 45 coal. Alright. 800. Good to go. Intermediate Spiderbot requires laboratory. Actually, we should have some more recipes now. Spiderbot blaster. Spiderbot base component. Alright, so I think we might have to take a little bit of a detour next episode and take a look at Spiderbot a little bit. He might actually be kind of cool going forward. Hey, look at that. We got enough. Alright. So let's go ahead and see how many more of these we can do. Not a whole lot, but we did finish our entire second layer here, which is always cool. And let's head back up here. And I think that's pretty much all we need to do up here. Just want to collect a couple of tree logs here. Sorry, tree. We don't mind. I'm going to torch you down. Let's see, 44 tree trunks. We'll just grab a couple more here. So we can pretty much have unlimited storage. Because I seem to always run out. Alright, so I think next episode we're going to work on those drone beacon things. See what those do. And then we're also going to work on Spiderbot's laboratory. Which also means that we're going to have to pause our research pods from assembling at that one station. So I might build a third station that we can just keep pumping those up. Alrighty. Down we go. There we go. Bottom floor, menswear. Alright. So let's get these collected up if we can. Where? What? Okay, so everything decided it wants to be invisible. It's still here. You can see it says like conveyor belt and PCB assembler, but which one is it? Is it this guy? Yeah. So there is our invisible hopper. That is definitely interesting. Let's see how many more of these guys we can make. We need more ultimates. And let's get these guys filled up. I think this one's gold. This one should be titanium. And the one up there is our nickel. If we can actually find the hoppers. Alright, these hoppers showed up, so that's good news. That is good news. And we used up all of our nickel. Every single piece. Fantastic. The nickel I have been putting more in the hoppers. Obviously, instead of 4 hoppers for these guys, there's like 8 hoppers, 7 hoppers up there. So they get depleted quite a bit faster. Alright. Still haven't really used this. Unfortunately, it's pretty expensive to do, and it's really slow. Like, I might look into investing a little bit more into that, but at the moment, it doesn't take a whole lot for us to kind of go back and empty out those hoppers periodically, so I'm not too incredibly concerned about it. Do we have a lens on us? We have a ruby lens. Get this guy going just a little bit faster. We've got a ton of power coming into this guy, so might as well. Actually, I think I might have to put a better lens in there because the ruby is just not doing it. Do you have a lens? You do not. You just run like a champ. Alright. So, kind of take a look at some of our new stuff. I'm guessing it's probably going to be either here or in our machines tab. Okay, so we have Spiderbot Blaster, rapid fire, low slung, energy-based weapon, ideal for small to medium targets. A single one of these will be able to upgrade, repair, and rearm your Spiderbot. Build in 15 by 15 square, requires 225. So we need... That's actually not too bad. How many is that? 9? So we need 9 tin plates, 9 copper wire, and 9 hardened PCBs. That is cheap for all of the other stuff that you have to spend in this game. That is probably one of the cheapest, coolest things that I've ever come across. That we have, that looks like it upgraded the graphic on a little bit. Those are all the same. Not sure why we have more location markers. Oh, they use crystal deposits now. That's pretty cool. Did they always use crystal deposits, or was it always? I think you had to choose ruby or emerald. So that's definitely a good change. I like that. Good job, developers. I really like the fact that they kind of make the game better for everybody. Imbues lithium core with energy. Feed into the Spiderbot upgrade and recharge dock via storage hopper. Again, another cheap thing. So 5 iron plates and a servo. Awesome. Let's see. Titanium plate and charge PCB. That's the one that takes energy to imbue the warhead. Armor piercing warhead. Takes imbue missiles and a pristine stinger. Pristine stingers are going to be hard to come by, so I don't know if we're actually going to be doing that one. But oh, we also got some battery upgrades, didn't we? So it looks like they might have changed these recipes a little bit. Yeah, so not really. I think that's always been a thing. So you need to make 9 of these to make 9 of the Mark IV battery components, and then you need 27 of the Mark IV components to make 25 of the Mark V. That's actually a pretty good deal. 27 of these to make 25 of these. Yep, so you use pretty much, it's 27 for an entire Mark IV cube, which stores 270,000 power. And then you need 225 of these, so you need 9 of the Mark IXs. So yeah, so if you figure that's 2.43 million, I believe my math is correct. 2.43 million versus 4.5 million. So you pretty much, by doing that tiny little upgrade there, you double your storage capacity per block. Yeah, that might actually be worth it. That's not too bad of a deal. That is not too bad. Alright, how we doing over here? 21. Hey, look at that. So it looks like it is getting enough power now, so then they're both kind of creating pods at the same rate. Hey, look, all of our stuff showed up again. And you got 24. And that's awesome. Alright. So we're looking actually pretty good down here. How many more of the OETs can we craft?
Crafting.
38. We need 81 per layer, so 38's not even gonna give us another layer. It's not even gonna give us half a layer. It might. We did put about, is it 5 or so? That would bring it down to about 76, and we have 38. So yeah, it would probably give us about a half a layer. Alright, let's get these guys emptied out because I kind of forgot about these. I usually empty them out kind of periodically before the video starts, but I forgot. I kind of forget about these. I've been using the veins down here kind of as my primary source of bars. So, alright. Got bars for days. Let's get these guys filled back in. Six and 6. Confirmed. Those are working at peak efficiency. Let's get these guys kind of filled in as much as we can, as we are perpetually low on nickel. Alright, so yeah, I think next episode we're really going to work on that Spiderbot stuff. It is just so incredibly cheap. I'm guessing that that's supposed to be kind of your early game defense before you can kind of get some good turrets in place and stuff like that. So it might not help us out all that much, but you know, if it kind of helps us out a little bit, then it's probably worth it. Wow, there was a lot stacked up on these guys. It has been quite some time since I emptied these out. Yeah, copper, nickel's pretty good, iron's pretty good, crystal's not bad. All good, all good. All right. So I think that's pretty much going to do it for this episode. Before we go, I just want to check and see what our progress is on making a couple more turbines. So what do we got here? If I can remember where they are, I think they're in power generation, jet turbine housing. 173 plastic pellets is not bad. We just need 173 advanced machine blocks. And for those, I think we need tin plates. Oh, low-grade steel. All right. Crafting. And we need more nickel. But unfortunately, I used up all our nickel. All right, let's head back over, grab some more nickel. We'll see how many of the turbine housings we can create, and I think that might call it for the day. Turbine. Why are we not producing any nickel? Let's see, nickel bar, 100 used. Add and remove. Need 4, found 3. Oh, that is a problem. So these are filling up with bars. If I do these to remove only, are these going to be able to share? Does not appear so. That is a problem. I think I might need to set this up a different way. There we go, got the nickel bars out of there. I think I'll have to put some tubing in here. Move all these over one. Or I could move the hoppers back. I think I'll do that. There we go. So if I take these hoppers and I move them back one, and then I take our piping here, take these guys out. There we go. That should pretty much fix it. So these guys will still share, and then these are one-way tubes so that they can't kind of back up and get the bar stuck in those hoppers. So then I'll just do the same thing over here, and we should be good to go. So let's destroy all of that. Get these guys out of here. Put in some handy-dandy tubing. There we go. Make sure they are all pointing in the right direction, and it does appear they are. Get, oops. Get that in there, and then that in there. And there we go. You know what, let's redo this a little bit. There we go. And they're kind of sharing with each other a little bit more equitably. Yep, that'll work. That will work. Crisis averted there. We do have some nickel saved up, so let's go ahead and make those turbine components. And then I think we'll call it a day here. I'm just gonna make as many as possible because we need just absolute butt tons. All right, so
crafting.
How many did we need? 170, but I think we already had. Yeah, we'll go with that. All right, jet turbine. Oh, look at that, 173 jet turbine generator housings. That's gonna last us for quite a while. A couple of jet turbine intakes that actually we should be able to just start popping these up on the surface too. So I think we're going to do that next episode as well, just so that we have pretty much everything that we need to start getting ridiculous here and making this 100 million power drain on all of our resources. Oh man, it's so much power. It's so much power. But you got to do what you got to do. So that it's kind of one of the necessities of the game is to put in the components that. Why are these not working? Storage crates. Interesting. I don't know. Huh. Interesting. I can't build to me on those. You learn something new every day. So if you're trying to build to me on the storage crates, I'm gonna have some bad news for you. But anyway, so these are gonna give me a heart attack for my OCD, but I will go ahead and get those fixed up before next episode because it's gonna bother me, even though I know it's behind a wall. But yeah. And stuff disappearing on me is kind of bothering me as well, but hopefully that will get resolved in a future patch or once I kind of load in all the chunks. But that's going to do it for today, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button down below and share any comments you have, questions, concerns, or anything I derped on. I love to read your comments, so feel free to leave as many as you want. So that'll do it for this episode, everybody, and I'll see you next time.